The Supreme Sign, The Seventh Ray by Saeed Nursi. Observations of a Traveler, Questioning the Universe. Part 8. And so too the one who is the source of Islam and interpreter of the Quran, his believing in it and holding it in greater respect than everyone else, and being in a sleep-like state when it was revealed, and his other words and speeches not resembling or coming near it, and that interpreters describing without hesitation and with complete confidence through the Quran true cosmic events of generally the past and the future from behind the veil of the unseen, and no trickery or fault being observed in him while being under the gazes of the sharpest eyes, and his believing and affirming every pronouncement of the Quran with all his strength and nothing shaking him, is a stamp confirming that the Quran is revealed and true, and the blessed word of his own compassionate Creator. Also a fifth of mankind, indeed the greater part of it, being drawn to the Quran and bound to it in religion, and giving ear to it eagerly desirous of the truth, and according to the testimony of many indications and events and illuminations, the jinn, angels, and spirit beings also gathering around it, in truth, worshipping fashion like moths, whenever it is recited, is a stamp confirming the Quran's acceptance by all beings, and that it occupies a most high position. Also, all the classes of mankind, from the most stupid and lowly to the cleverest and most learned, taking their full share of the Quran's instruction and their understanding its most profound truths, and all branches of scholars, like the great interpreters of the greater Sharia in particular, and hundreds of Islamic sciences and branches of knowledge, and the brilliant and exacting scholars of theology, and the principles of religion, extracting from the Quran all the needs and answers for their own sciences, is a stamp confirming that the Quran is a source of truth and mine of reality. Also, although the Arab literary figures, who were the most advanced in regard to literature, those of them who were not Muslims, had the greatest need to dispute the Quran, their avoiding producing the like of only a single surah, chapter, and its eloquence being only one aspect of the 7 major aspects of the Quran's miraculousness, as well as the famous orators and brilliant scholars up to the present who have wanted to gain fame through disputing it, being unable to oppose a single aspect of its miraculousness, and their remaining silent in impotence, is a stamp confirming that the Quran is a miracle and beyond the powers of man. Yes, the value, superiority, and eloquence of a speech or word is apparent through knowing from whom it has come, and to whom, and for what purpose. The Quran, then, can have no like, and none can reach it. For the Quran is a speech and address of the sustainer of all the worlds and creator of the whole universe, and a dialogue in no way hinting of imitation and artificiality. It is addressed to the one sent in the name of all men, indeed of all beings, the most famous and renowned of mankind, the strength and breadth of whose belief gave rise to mighty Islam and raised its owner to the level of the distance of 2 bowstrings, and returned him as the addressee of the eternally besought one. It describes and explains the matters concerning happiness in this world and the next, the results of the creation of the universe and the dominical purposes within it. It expounds also the belief of the one it addresses, which was the highest and most extensive of belief, and bore all the truths of Islam. It turns and shows every side of the huge universe like a map, a clock, or a house, and teaches and describes it in the manner of the craftsman who made them, To produce the like of this Quran of miraculous exposition is not possible. The degree of its miraculousness cannot be attained to. Also, thousands of precise and learned scholars of high intelligence have each written commentaries expounding the Quran, some of which are of 30, 40, or even 70 volumes, showing and proving through evidence and argument the innumerable qualities, fine points, characteristics, mysteries, elevated meanings, and numerous indications concerning every sort of hidden and unseen matter in the Quran, and the 130 parts of the risale-i in particular, each of which proves with decisive arguments one quality, one fine point of the Quran. Each part of it, like the miraculousness of the Quran and the second station of the 20th word, which deduces many things from the Quran concerning the wonders of civilization, like the railway and the aeroplane, and the first ray, called signs of the Quran, which makes known the indications of verses alluding to the risale-i and electricity, and the 8 short treatises called the 8 symbols, which show how well-ordered, full of meaning, and mysterious are the words of the Quran, and the small treatise proving in 5 aspects the miraculousness of the verses at the end of Surah Al-Fath in regard to their giving news of the unseen. Each part of the risale-i shows one truth, one light of the Quran. All this forms a stamp confirming that the Quran has no like, is a miracle and a marvel, and that it is the tongue of the world of the unseen in the manifest world, and the word of one all-knowing of the unseen. Thus, due to these qualities and characteristics of the Quran indicated above in 6 points, 6 aspects, and 6 levels, its sublime, luminous sovereignty and sacred mighty rule has continued with perfect splendor, illuminating the faces of the centuries and the face of the earth for 1,300 years. And also, on account of these qualities of the Quran, each of its letters has gained the sacred distinction of yielding at least 10 rewards, 10 merits, and 10 eternal fruits, and the letters of certain verses and surahs yielding 100 or 1,000 fruits or even more, and at blessed times the light, reward, and value of each letter rising from 10 to hundreds. The traveler through the world understood this and said to his heart, the Quran, which is thus miraculous in every respect, through the consensus of its surahs, the agreement of its verses, the accord of its lights and mysteries, and the concurrence of its fruits and works, so testifies with its evidences in the form of proofs to the existence, unity, attributes, and names of a single necessarily existent one, that it is from its testimony that the endless testimony of all the believers has issued forth. Thus, in brief allusion to the instruction in belief and divine unity that the traveler received from the Quran, it was said in the 17th degree of the first station, "There is no God but Allah, God Almighty, the one and unique necessary existent, to whose necessary existence in unity points the Quran of miraculous exposition, the book accepted and desired by all species of angel, men, and jinn, whose verses are read each minute of the year with the utmost reverence by hundreds of millions of men, whose sacred sovereignty over the regions of the earth and the universe and the face of time is permanent, whose spiritual and luminous authority has run over half the earth and a fifth of humanity for more than 14 centuries with the utmost splendor. Testimony and proof is also given by the unanimity of its sacred and heavenly surahs, the agreement of its luminous divine verses, the congruence of its mysteries and lights, the correspondence of its fruits and effects by witnessing and clear vision.